once again with another segment of Ask the Trooper with Trooper Ryan Davis. He is here with Louisiana State Police Troop F. And today we're going to be talking, we're going to switch things up a little bit and talk about some internet safety. So thank you so much for joining me here this morning, as always. Yes, so going back to internet safety, you know, sometimes we run a lot of these. We see a lot of scam alerts that come through our phone. They run through the news, so they're really important to be mindful of. So how can people stay mindful of scam alerts, and what exactly do they need to do if they believe that they are falling victim to a scam?
Sure. So I'm sure you, myself, and most of your viewing your viewers get a lot of bogus phone calls, spam phone calls,
all the time.
Unrecognized numbers, unlisted numbers. You never want to give out your date of birth, your social security information, any account information. Okay. Even to the extent, if you get a call from a reputable caller, like say it says Chase Bank, I wouldn't give out my information. Right. I would source the number vetted on a website that has protection. I don't remember what there's a vetting service for internet websites.
Yeah, I've had to look up some phone numbers before.
Yeah. And, so if you're going to give out your information for account details, social security number, date of birth, passwords, PIN numbers, I would only do that when you call them, never when they call you, just as a safety precaution. Also, the same with emails, text messages. You don't want to give out your information over those platforms, and you definitely don't want to click any links. You want to verify and vet each and every phone number and website and link before selecting them.
Absolutely. And so I remember going back to whenever I was a little younger, I thought I was so tech savvy, 8 years old on the computer, like I knew something. So a lot of teenagers and a lot of children are probably doing the same thing. So to parents watching, you know, what are some things they can do and maybe tell their children to do to stay safe on the internet? So
we've experienced this recently. I have daughters, and you know, they're always looking for good deals on fashion. So they're looking on the internet. They'll get an ad on Facebook or something, they click it, and they're like, oh, I'm gonna order this. Yeah. Well, if it looks too good to be true, it probably is. Especially, you can research companies, see reviews. There are a lot of free internet sites that they look over these websites and give you a probability that they may be spam, or they may be you know, stealing your information or gathering data and reporting it that you don't necessarily want reported. So there are methods available to you. A lot of people, they get a warning, you know, you have a fine, pay now. They just immediately pay it. They get scared. They don't want to be in the system fined. So take your time, do your due diligence in researching and vetting those different websites and
that's something we see a lot.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, I know when you talked about, like, you have a fee to pay, like the toll fee that was going around. So definitely make sure that you're being mindful and you're doing your research, like you've been saying. So once again, if anyone missed it or anybody needs to know, if someone feels that they are falling victim to a scam, any of those texts, calls, whatever it may be, how can they report that and get that handled? Right.
So, you know, Louisiana State Police, we have a division in every section of law enforcement. Primarily traffic is what we're known for. Right. But if you do believe you have been scammed or your identity has been stolen, you're going to file that with your local police department or sheriff's department, depending on where you live. So if you live in the city, municipality, it'd be the police department. If you live in the parish, it'll be the sheriff.
All right, well, definitely some good information, because I feel like we talk about a lot of, you know, road safety, generic safety, but we don't really get to touch on internet safety a whole lot, and that is super important. Everybody's
that's the world
nowadays.
We live in, so
exactly.
That's where the dangers are.
I know, but Trooper Davis, thank you so much for joining me here this morning and all of the time, just to keep our viewers safe and keep them informed. So thank you so much, as always.